You pay, I risk my all. This race sees 30 riders fail per kilometer on average. It is the ultimate trial for delivery rider recruitment. Anyone who conquers this steep slope will be hired directly as a team leader. First up is Jake, a man of few words but bold actions. He hits a nitro boost and charges up the slope. Staff quickly throw lassos to rescue him, but all miss. They can only watch as his motorcycle rolls down the hill. Rider number 2 is highly skilled. He starts steadily in the first half, but fails to coordinate well with his bike. Luckily, he lets go in time, avoiding the same fate as the motorcycle. Then Leo comes on stage, a guy with real tricks. He reaches the mid-slope and does a sudden kip up, separating himself from the bike. It's like showing off in front of an expert, making a fool of himself. Then a rider from a recruitment platform arrives, seeming to crash the party. He aims for the top, but makes a series of confusing moves, flings his motorcycle straight at the cameraman, and ends up pinned under the bike. Mike refuses to accept this, calling the move totally amateur, vowing to show how it's done. It seems all riders today are targeting the cameraman. Finally, Tiger takes his turn. Clearly hot-tempered, he pulls a cool wheelie and sends his motorcycle straight to the repair shop. This veteran driver is Ben, seasoned and experienced, but flips over before reaching the mid-slope. His so-called stability is absurd. Even his neighbor's grandson Liam rides more bravely. This kid is sure to go far. One contestant steps up, impressing everyone at first sight with fierce and flashy moves, only to be revealed as a surprise wildcard player. The race lasts late into the night. Over 800 riders get injured. The repair shop owner at the foot of the mountain can barely stop smiling, yet no one succeeds until Kai appears, wowing the crowd instantly. Who can resist a colorful glowing mini motorcycle? Even his falling posture carries a unique grace. Next is Derek, with exceptional bike control. He plans a precise sprint route. Sadly, he falls just one step short, right before the finish line. A true pity. The man with the green helmet is utterly reliable. He bravely rushes to save his bike in danger, lifts it to steady the vehicle, but rolls down the slope without hesitation. His dedication is truly moving. Next comes the real pro Johnny. He rides halfway up the slope, about to lose balance, but he stays calm, supports the mountain with his left hand, hooks the bike firmly with his right foot, miraculously stabilizes both himself and the vehicle. Just as I think no one will pass, the camera gives a close-up of a man. He leaps into the air and charges straight to the top. What an incredible move. The whole crowd erupts. Everyone cheers and applauds for him. This man completes the impossible challenge. He did it. The challenge you can never complete. Who can run up the slope, touch the top of the wall, will win a $10,000 reward. Some young people from a famous foreign parkour team refuse to believe it's impossible. They decide to come and take on the challenge together. Do you think anyone can succeed? To prevent slipping, several people use brushes, clean off the moss on it. The challenge begins. First up is Jake. Jake is full of confidence, but when he gets close he suddenly realizes the slope is steeper than he imagined. Jake doesn't want his teammates to think he's backing down, so he turns back and starts sprinting again, but he fails about 4 meters away from the top. His teammates think this attempt wasn't good enough. Next up is Mike. Mike has always been the main player on the team. Let's see if he can succeed. Mike takes a longer running start. In theory, on this kind of terrain, as long as you run fast enough, I think you can succeed. He runs much farther than Jake, but he still fails to succeed. Next is Chris. Let's see if he can succeed. Chris starts sprinting with steady steps. Chris gradually speeds up. His body looks lighter. Unfortunately, he still fails. Bye. Chris runs about the same distance as Jake. Up next is Tyler, known as the Little Flying Man. Tyler has always been a main player on the team. If Tyler can't succeed, I don't think the others have a chance. He fails the challenge. You can see Tyler is running really fast, but after jumping onto the slope, he only takes 4 or 5 steps before sliding down. Even with his final jump, Tyler still can't touch the top. Next up is Liam. Liam is tall with long arms. Every step is full of power and rhythm. After jumping onto the slope, Liam speeds up even more. Unfortunately, he still ends up failing. Liam clearly doesn't run as far as Ethan. So, what good ideas do you have to run farther? This man is seriously impressive. Just to let his son stand out in kindergarten, he actually built a tank by hand. It can climb hills and handle off-road terrain with ease, and it even comes with a turret. To make it happen, the dad did not hesitate. He took apart his own off-road motorcycle, even removing the wheels, just to get usable parts. Another old machine at home did not escape either. The engine and exhaust and more were all stripped off. But how do you even build a tank? Even the dad felt unsure at first, so he made a special trip to a tank museum to study the basic structure of real tanks. After getting home, he immediately had a clear plan and started designing the blueprints. He bought several steel pipes, planning to use them to build the tank chassis. In less than half a day, the frame was already completed. Then he went to a junkyard and spent $20 to get a seat. After testing the setup, he came up with another good idea. He installed the motorcycle engine and related parts directly onto the chassis. Around the same time, the clutch, flywheel and other parts he ordered online arrived, but during installation he found they did not fit, so he modified them himself. As expected, handmade parts worked better. After installing the clutch and brake calipers, the dad made the clutch lever extra long, so it would be easier for his son to drive. After a test run, he was very satisfied. Next came the wheels. wheels. He designed a custom drive wheel that could power all the smaller wheels. Installing it took a lot of time and effort. Each wheel was equipped with a suspension system. Then he moved on to the control system. Using parts he already had, he installed the motorcycle dashboard and handlebars. Even the lights, horn and other buttons were mounted onto a single steel plate. After everything was set up, the 3-wheel gearbox and 2-wheel engine worked perfectly together. Next, the dad bent a steel pipe into a ring, welded it and mounted it on the roof. Then added 4 pulleys, allowing the turret to rotate smoothly in all directions. But it was still missing a main cannon, which turned out to be a toy launcher. After some adjustments, it was mounted onto the turret frame, but this was far from the dad's limit. He spent more money on an action camera and installed a monitor inside the cockpit so he could see real-time footage from outside. Then he added a battery box to the tank and modified the exhaust system, fixing the radiator and other parts in place. After that, he began working on the exterior. First came the tracks. Just assembling all those parts on the ground was enough to make anyone dizzy. After drying, they were fixed onto the belts. This step alone took the dad several days, but the final result was absolutely worth it, making anyone want to take it out for a spin. Still, the dad was not happy with the suspension, so he replaced everything with longer springs. Now it could easily carry 2 people. Next came the armor plating stage, using aluminum alloy panels throughout. Then the seat was securely mounted. The exterior was painted in military green. Each panel had to be hand cut according to the design drawings and then fixed with rivets. Once the entire surface was covered, the tank looked even cooler. After 2 full weeks of non-stop work, the tank was basically finished. The dad immediately loaded the turret with ammo and prepared for live firing tests. The accuracy was surprisingly good, so he quickly brought his son over to try it. They set up a mock shooting range in the backyard, and the father and son had an amazing time. But just playing in the backyard felt like a waste. They had to take it out and show it off. The dad used a trailer to bring the tank outside, and the son could barely contain his excitement. He climbed into the tank right away, but for safety reasons, the dad had to ride along too. So the question is, what score would you give this? This is a real show-off challenge. The rich guy brings a whole truck of coins. The rules are very simple. 2 minutes to bag and carry the coins to the scale. As long as nothing spills, you can take away as much as you can carry. The neighborhood famous strongman brothers go first. The rich guy desperately helps load coins on the side. A sack is quickly filled. The older brother decides it is enough and stops, carrying it to the finish line with ease. The younger brother struggles a bit, but still completes it successfully. The weighing result comes in. The older brother's sack weighs 218 pounds, worth over $400. The younger brother's amount is similar. In less than 2 minutes, the brothers take away $800. The watching neighbors are instantly impressed. Xiaoming goes second. He knows his strength is limited, does not get greedy, starts carrying after 30 seconds. Unfortunately, he loses control at the finish line. Coins spill all over the ground, but it still counts. He ends up with $72. Next up is Xiaohei. He warms up first, looking very professional. He handles the shovel. The rich guy holds the bag. Efficiency is extremely high. After repeatedly adding weight, he finally reaches a satisfactory load, but can barely lift it. With time almost up, he grits his teeth and stands, struggles to the finish line, collapsing from exhaustion, but successfully takes $323. Of course, some fail. Some load too much and cannot lift it, timing out and being eliminated. Some drop the bag right at the start. Instead, the girls who know their limits have the highest success rate. In this kind of challenge, greed usually loses. Finally, the fitness coach steps up. He says he will make the rich guy lose big. He loads coins for more than a minute. The sack is almost bursting. Only 20 seconds left. Just when everyone thinks he will fail, he explodes with full strength and carries the completely full sack to the finish line. The weighing result shocks everyone. The weight reaches 287 pounds, over $500 in hand. Instantly legendary. In the end, the rich guy says, "Bring your own bag. Load as much as you want. If you can carry it, it is all yours." So here is the question. If it were you, how much weight in coins could you carry?